What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Footy with an Edge. We're back again to talk about a big opportunity for United, right? I hope you guys can hear me okay. Yeah, everything should be good. But we have a big opportunity to win against Bournemouth and do something special, right? I'm just looking at the table right now, Premier League table. And excuse me, Villa beat West Ham today. 3-2. Forest beat Tottenham 3-0. Sunderland beat Newcastle 1-0. City beat Palace 3-0. Fulham beat Burnley yesterday. Arsenal also won against Wolves yesterday. And what is it? Brighton lost, Liverpool won, Chelsea won, right? So if I look at the actual table, how's everyone doing, by the way? Hopefully people are rolling in. Hey, Joao, I'm well, man. How are you? I am well, sir. Thank you for asking. Joao Pino, how you doing? Imran Shalom. Imran, is it Imran X Alamin? How do you say your name? Be cool. Hi, how you doing? Drod says tomorrow we're getting fifth. Very nice, very nice. We're getting fifth tomorrow. Yes, sir. Bonchita says Andy looking fresh. Yes, thank you so much. You know, guys, I have a funny story for you. And I can't help myself. I have to do this. So there's a Jamaican barber that I go to. Okay, I normally don't ask him to do my my beard and my mustache, and he's got me looking like I look Mexican right now. I'm sorry. I also look like a gangster from the Prohibition era with this mustache right here. So it's got to be a self roast right here. And seriously, I gotta live with this now. My wife was just laughing her ass off yesterday. And you know, I'm welcoming all the hate, all the jokes in the comments. Please make fun of me, please roast me. I'm totally fine with it. Um my fault for not wanting to do my beard by myself. Anyways, what's good? Everyone says Brentford looks so shy. Big opportunity for the table, but nothing short of a late winner in the last match of the season. You got hit by the Dominican Ray. Yeah. Doing great, and I hope United makes me feel even better tomorrow. Big opportunity for the table. Nothing short of a late winner in the last match of the season is going to secure anything this season. IMO. Team and coach is not consistent enough. Yeah. Be cool says watch out for ice. Well, I'm in Canada, so I don't have to worry about ice, but Draught says not a bad look, TBH. Yeah, it looks fresh. I get it, but I also didn't ask for this. You know, I look like I'm about to sell bootleg liquor in the 1930s. You know what I'm saying? Joao Tavares says that's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Greetings from Suriname. Hello. Squalo Kader. Nice to see you, man. Is this your first time in the chat? I don't think I've seen you before. First time live, at least. Let me see. We got some people rolling in here. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on a fantastic Sunday? Fantastic Sunday, not only because we finally have some sunlight here. Yeah, thank you, man. Not only because we have some sunlight here, but also because some of the results have gone our way. Jackper says, "Did you see Spurs get absolutely battered today?" No, I actually didn't get a chance to watch any of the games. I had a bit of a late night, so I got up a little bit later, and so I wasn't able to see it. Coke Kane says, "Did you watch the India South Africa game?" No, I didn't, but I saw the score, like when we were like, you know, a little bit short of getting the win. Low Energy says you look like Terrence Howard. Dude, I people have told me I look like The Weeknd, you know, like the singer. I don't really see it, but I'll take it as a compliment. Terrence Howard. Yeah, fair enough. The low mustache. It must look different on camera because it doesn't look as old fashioned as you're making it sound, bro. Yeah. I I don't know. For like when I first saw it, I couldn't stop laughing, and then so was my wife. But I guess you guys are too kind. Spurs are hot trash. Good lord, yeah, absolutely. What's low energy saying? Oh yeah, Terrence Howard. Okay. How does victory against Wolves look like after last night? Yeah, absolutely, guys. Apparently, dude, the media outlook on United is so freaking bad that I heard somebody say Arsenal were so bad that they are making United look good. Like it's not possible that United could be good. It must be that Arsenal were so bad that they're making United look good. So thicker beard needed. Yeah, well, I also don't have excuse me, sorry. I also don't make $50 million a year. So um looking like a Browner Goldbridge? Come on, man. Why you gotta insult me like that? Why we gotta get into insults? Um Weekend is not a bad shout. Thicker beard needed. Yeah. Senior weekend, Imran says. So it's Imran. How did you say your name was? Hold on, let me scroll down. Imran Al Amin. Okay. Okay, you just have the X in there. First name, last name. Got it. That was Craig Burley on ESPN. Oh yeah, yeah. Rishi, thank you for reminding. The flow will always be against us. Hated or adored, never ignored. Have you tried a clean shaven look? I look even worse, man. At least my wife has something to laugh at with this. If I go clean shaven, I look even worse. This is the you know this is what we're going for. You look nothing like the weekend. I agree, Rishi. I don't know, but people have told me this. Teams are only shite when they play United. Hey, yo, I'm telling you guys. I mean, any excuse that people can come up with to beat United with the stick, they will do it. Right? It's not possible that we actually played a good game against Wolves. It has to mean that they were shit against us. And when they play a good game against Arsenal, it's not that they're a good team. It means United are actually still shit. Squallow, just over a year, man. Just over a year. Thank you for asking, I guess. Clean shave and you'll look like a baby's bum. Yep. Rishi is firing his shots. You look like anybody but Rishi. Um Interesting, because so many people, like when I introduced Rishi as my brother on stream, they were like, yeah, no shit. Most teams are inconsistent and Villa keeps winning, although their XG is so low. Um Dude, the Villa thing, I probably need to go watch a lot more of their games to have an honest opinion on why this is happening. Because if you look at let me go to understat. Hold on. Okay, so obviously us and Bournemouth are the only two teams. Or actually, wait, Leeds and Brentford still yet to finish their game, I guess. Brentford winning 1-0 though. So let me go here. Let me check expected points. Yeah, Villa are still only on 18 expected points, but they have 33 actual points. Villa have scored 25 goals from 19 XG, guys. Like, yeah, exactly. Squallow Kader. XG police always comes to collect. Exactly. Imran says, no, seriously, you look like the weekend. Bro, James and you looking related? James Bond? Are you saying a little James Bond action? You probably mean James from the Muppeteers. Villa's going to fall off. Wolves scored 3 goals today against Arsenal and lost. Yeah, well, yeah, 2 own goals. But how banter is it that Arsenal like even their own goal was a set piece? um, nice haircut, by the way. Wow, thank you, man. Thank you. You can thank my Jamaican brother who cuts my hair. He does a good job. I'm not a fan of the beard this time, but I'll tell him. Sean says looking good. Sean, I look like I'm peddling illegal alcohol in the 1930s, bro. I need to talk like, yeah, see? Need to get that 30s New York accent going. James Rhodes. I hope you don't mean Don Cheadle. Um, okay, what are we talking about? Yeah, so guys, big opportunity for United to get fifth position and actually separate ourselves a little bit from the rest of the table. Because if we get on 28 points, that gives us a two-point gap from Palace, Liverpool, Sunderland, and also gives us a what is this? Will be on 28 points, right? 4-point gap from Everton as well. So that gives us the buffer to kind of be cool. Says you don't look Italian. It's a look, man. Just rock it. Everyone seems to like it more than I do. I guess that's I'll take it. Can we beat Brighton again in FA Cup? It's too far ahead, bro. Let's talk about tomorrow's game. Terrence Howard was Rhodes before Cheadle. Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Imran says I'm predicting a 4-0 win. Well, I was early on this, right? I put my reputation on the line by saying that this is going to be what's it called? It's going to be a clean sheet. And I still believe it cuz I'm not seeing anything from Bournemouth in terms of chance creation that is blowing me away. And generally speaking, if we have our players available for AFCON like our strongest team, even without Sheshko, I do actually think we could do something in this game that would surprise a lot of people. Rishi says you look 27 instead of 31. Why are you trying to dox me, bro? Like, don't give up personal details like that. Uh, but I do have like a bit of a baby face anyway, so I look younger than my age. Plus, the gray hair doesn't really help. I remember I got carded at a convenience store recently, and the guy was convinced I was 18 years old. Um, Since the club decided not to keep it unannounced, I think we'll be able to keep Imbumo and Ahmad for Monday. Yeah. Think Iraola will sit back. Bournemouth will get off the mark first, but I still think we'll pull out 2-3-1. Yeah, but Sean, that's the thing, right? That would be Iraola doing something he hasn't done before. And I just seriously think that he is very much auditioning how to play a certain style of football so he can get a big job somewhere else. Like let's just imagine Luis Enrique leaves PSG and um wants to go to what's it called? Liverpool or something like that. They probably still want to go for Zidane at PSG, but they might go for Iraola because he's a system manager. Um and might transition pretty well from whatever Enrique's playing to what Iraola plays. Yeah, he needs to do something different. The interesting thing for me is if he does do something different, then that would tell me, okay, he just wants to win this game. Whereas if he plays the same style of football, that would tell me that he's trying to get another job somewhere else. Which again, I don't blame him. M. Just Cope says hi man, how you doing? Adam Ibrahim says I know for sure this manager would still pack 5 defenders and still concede. Uh, yeah, bro. There's so much you've said there and so much I can address, but I don't think there's any merit to it. Iraola said in the presser that the game will be like Chelsea. Let me see the Chelsea game. I mean, he can say whatever he wants. Bournemouth. Let's see. Bournemouth had 39% possession, 1.42 expected goals to Chelsea's 0.92. They had one big chance. They missed it. Lots of counterattack, right? But listen, Chelsea is a possession team. Chelsea likes to keep the ball. We're not as good as Chelsea on possession. So I think the possession stats are going to be closer to 50-50, which means it'll turn out more like the Brighton game. So if you look at the Brighton United game, let me just pull both of these up for you on the screen so we can talk about it. Let's go to Brighton. When did we play them? It's been a while. Brighton, Man United. There we go. Yeah. So when we played against Brighton, if you look at the first half, It's 43-57. When did we score our goals? We scored 2 goals in the first half, and then immediately they tried to keep more of the ball and tried to counterattack against us, right? Yes, we did get 2 long-range goals, but the point still stands, right? Uh, Brighton had much more of the ball than us, and we were the ones on the counterattack. So I think this is going to be similar to the Brighton game, in my opinion. Very important that we get an early goal, and I'm actually predicting Cunha is going to score or assist in this game. Now you look at Chelsea here. Chelsea, even when they went down to 10 men, had more of the ball against us. So this is a very much possession-based team. James said on his show that Evan Ndika is playing on Monday and that he's an Ivorian international. Uh, does Ndika play for Roma? I think he plays for Roma, right? I suspect Bournemouth will do to us what Chelsea did to Spurs, which is what? I just hate the fact that we play a 5-4-1 and just surrender a lot of space to any opposition. Why doesn't he just use a 4-5-1 when out of possession, at least both the center and wide areas? Again, man, it's yeah, Adam, there's a lot to cover there, bro. I mean, if you want to come on the stream and have a chat with us, maybe we can talk through everything you just said. Um, Sean says, shout out to all the new members from the previous streams. Wish I could read them out from here. Yeah, absolutely, dude. We got lots of new members. So excited you guys can join. There should be a members only video that comes out today. So, please do look forward to that. Bro, how can Spurs lose like that, though? I personally think Thomas Frank is getting sacked by their next game for sure. I think Spurs have created this problem for themselves. They hired a coach that doesn't work with luxury players, and they have too many luxury players. So that's the problem. If we concede tomorrow, it's probably Semenyo. Yep. No Man's Sky Clippy says, I think Bournemouth is going to cook us, bro. I mean, listen, man, that's totally fair. Listen, just because I predicted we're going to have we're going to win this game doesn't mean we're going to. And if Iraola plays the same way he's been playing all season against every other team, then we have a good chance of winning. But if they decide they're going to change their style, then anything can happen, right? So then we can concede goals. Totally possible. I think they'll stay back and counter until they concede. Fair enough. Bournemouth are pressers, but we can counter them hard when we get the ball. Yeah, this is kind of the point, right? They are the highest pressing team in the league. In fact, let me pull this up for you guys. Have some interesting stats to show you guys. Hold on. Let me pull this up so I'm not wasting your time. Go to stats and then defending. Okay, bang. So let me put the screen up again. There we go. So if you guys can see the stats on your screen, let me get the mouse pointer here. Okay. So if you look at the pressing efficiency stats here, right, there's something called PPDA, which is passes per defensive action. And the lower that this number is, it means your team is a high pressing team, right? So it's inversely correlated in a sense. The higher that this number is, it means your team doesn't press much. So which are the highest PPDA teams in the league? It's Crystal Palace, because they're not a very high pressing team, right? They actually prefer to sit back, let you have the ball, and very selectively press. But if you look at the lowest PPDA, as in which teams are the highest pressing teams, Bournemouth is right at the top with 8.56 passes per defensive action, which means for every 8 passes that the opposition makes, they're trying to do a pressure, a tackle, an interception, block, whatever, any defensive action, right? And Bournemouth are at the top. Chelsea are the second best, Arsenal third best, Tottenham fourth best, and United are fifth best. So there's not a big difference between us, but still, Bournemouth are significantly they have a big gap between them and the next best pressing team by almost 1 pass, right? So we got to look at it in that way and just say these guys are a very high pressing team. They're going to come at us very hot and heavy. and we need to be ready to capitalize on the spaces that are left behind the the players that come in to press us. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. Hopefully I explained the passes per defensive action metric decently well. But let's open up the lines, man. I want to see if someone wants to come have a chat. Let me just make sure the StreamYard link is pinned in the YouTube chat. I also just put it up again. If you want to click it and come have a chat, we can talk about tomorrow's game. We can talk about your concerns. We got 75 people watching. Please drop the like on the stream, guys. And let me just start a poll as well. Abhishek Tyagi says, I'm looking forward to the game. I think Ollie saw that the system is good when the teams. What? Ollie said, okay. Ollie said that the system is good when teams try to press us. Well, yeah, I mean, we know that without Ollie saying it as well. Seems like no matter the coach we have, we are just never good in pressing. I mean, I just showed you a bunch of metrics, bro, that say that we are a good pressing team this season. So, not sure what you're talking about there. We have Shri joining the studio. Hi, Shri. How you doing?
What's good? What's good? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Go on. Let's
Terrence
talk about the
Howard.
Bournemouth game. Thoughts?
Um, I'm. I don't know. I'm out of the prediction game, so I'm not gonna make any predictions. But we've been kind of like shit at home, so like I hope
Well, the
like
last two games before that, we had a good home record.
yeah, it's more of like the performance at home. It's kind of like you know this team is not gonna sit back, so I feel like good. Like when the team sit back, I'm like more concerned about our performance than when they are like pressing us aggressively.
Hmm.
Do you think like even if like Heaven or like Lisandro starts at center back, do you think he will go long to uh,
To avoid the
to
press?
avoid the press? Yeah.
That's a good question, actually. I didn't really cover this in my preview video. I think it's possible, but I also, with Liverpool, it was us being at Anfield. We had never won at Anfield in so long.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and even if we do go long, it won't be as much as Liverpool. I think that would be my 2 cents. Plus, because we don't have Delic starting in this game, we're most likely going to have Heaven at
Yeah.
central center back again, and maybe Euro or yeah, Euro probably at right center back, or Mazraoui. Sorry, I
Mm-hmm.
think I think we're better at playing out from the back, my
Yeah.
opinion. But Bournemouth are the best pressing team, even better than Liverpool. So there's a chance he does go long. So that's a good shout.
Yeah. I think like he's like so far like he's kind of like avoided with the turnovers in the first phase. He's like consciously avoided that, even with like Heaven playing. Even though like he's like more secure with the ball and like he can progress, I think like he will go with the conservative approach. And I agree with you that it might not be like as much as like Liverpool, let's say.
Hmm.
Um, if we get the opening goal, especially, I think there will be like space to play. And yeah, I think it all depends on the opening goal. If they score, that's the worst case scenario
Yeah.
of like what could happen in the game. But yeah, we have. I think like that's probably why I think like he will go long to begin with. It's like to get the lead, and then you can control the game after that. I think.
Yeah. I mean, no, it's definitely possible. I think. Do you think Martinez starts tomorrow?
I want him to start. I want him to start over Luke Shaw, even though like Shaw has like played great. It's been like, I think like 4 games, right? Martinez has come on. I think like it's time for him to start, but I'm also like a little bit like 50-50 on it because like Luke Shaw has been great, but like the games that he like does not aggressively like come forward and like tackle, those are the games we play really bad. I think like when he's like in it, when he's like locked in, he's like challenging, like he's coming up across the halfway line to like tackle, and like he's following the man.
Hmm.
It's pretty good, but like when he takes off like that one game, we don't play well. So like, but I think it's also like I'm also I also want like I love Lisandro, so like I want him to start. It's been long enough. So yeah, so I don't know.
I don't
And
think he
two,
dropped Shaw though, because the problem is
yeah,
he hasn't done anything wrong, like blatantly
that's the
wrong,
thing. Yeah.
right? And he's been in decent form. Plus, Martinez does have the little bit of like head loss in him in terms of recklessness,
Hmm.
right? So there's a chance that he comes in, gets a yellow or something like that. Plus, then with Afcon coming in and us having one less center back in terms of Mazraoui, he probably wants to make sure the rest of the team, as much as possible, stays consistent. So I
Hmm.
think Shaw plays until he has like 3 bad games.
Yeah.
Is my honest opinion. As much as we want Martinez to start, which means I actually see it's possible that Martinez starts as center back over Heaven. But again, I wouldn't want him to
I
drop
don't want
Heaven
that.
either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I actually think it's Martinez who stays on the bench is probably the best thing that can happen, unless he's okay playing Martinez on the right side, which again is
I don't
probably
think
a
it's gonna
little
happen.
risky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the most likely thing that might happen is like when Afcon starts, Luke Shaw could play left wing back. You know, like that's the only scenario I see where like Lisandro and Heaven start, and then Luke Shaw moves to left wing back. But like
Hmm.
even that is like kind of like
Well,
far fetched
so
because
we have some FA Cup games coming up. We're gonna have a little bit more fixture congestion now, so it's
yeah,
just possible that he rotates Shaw, right? Because Shaw isn't like injury
yep,
proof. So it's possible he makes a injury based rotation with Martinez, and
yep,
also throughout the game, instead of Luke Shaw playing 90 minutes, he might just bring him off at the 60th minute and play Martinez. Because that's the
yep.
benefit of having someone like those two players at the left center back. It's like both of them can do equally well.
Hmm.
Martinez is better than Shaw in my opinion, but again, Shaw has, as bad as both of those guys have been in terms of injuries. Shaw has shown himself to be slightly better than Martinez. So
Yeah, that's
you
why I
know,
don't want to. I'm like half-hearted about it because like he's been playing great, Shaw. So like even though I want to see Lissandro like come to the starting lineup, it's like so hard
yeah.
to drop him. Like you
I
said, it's
I
like
also think I also think he's not going to drop Dallo. So even with Afcon coming in, I don't think Shaw goes to left wing back. He keeps Dallo there because he's talked about wanting inverted fullbacks even in press conferences. Because what did he say? He wants a right-footed Ahmad on the left-hand side, and I think Dallo is as close to the right-footed Ahmad in our team right now.
so you think Dorgu will
Um,
play right wing back
Dorgo will
though?
play. Yep, yep. Dorgo will play
Okay.
right wing back instead of Ahmad. He's the closest profile that we have, and he played in his last season before he moved to United. He played right wing back or right wing a lot for Lecce.
Hmm. I
Um,
think like he should not. I I see his point, like, but also I see like the overlap is kind of like missing.
mhm.
Also, right in our game, the wing the when the tens cannot combine on the overlap, which the cross seems more natural coming from the since we are playing like the wing overloads, right? I think like we should mix it up a little bit, not rely
Yeah.
on like inverted wing backs.
Mhm.
This is like a good chance to try it out. Like have
Yeah.
Dallo and then play Shaw left wing back. Even I
Yeah.
mean, but I don't know. I don't know, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair enough.
it'll be a really
Uh,
good game though. Uh,
yeah.
I'm
For
looking
sure, for
forward to
sure.
it.
Um, I think Abhishek was waiting in the background. Abhishek, if you want to come back in, I can bring you on next. I think this must be Abhishek Tyagi who was trying to get in last time, and we couldn't get him on. But Shri, do you have a score prediction for tomorrow? I know you said you're not in the prediction game, but I'm gonna force you to give us one.
No, I'm just calling a win.
Give me something, bro. Come on, just you don't have to be right. Nobody's gonna,
No, it's
come
not
find
about
you.
being right or wrong. It's just like it's just all right. I'll do it. I'll do 1-0.
1-0 United.
Yeah,
Okay,
second clean sheet of the year.
nice. And who's scoring?
Oh man, heaven
Heaven. Nice. Okay,
corner.
let's do it.
Yeah, corner.
Awesome,
We haven't
awesome.
scored in
Okay,
a
thank
set
you so
piece in
much,
a
Sri.
minute. All right,
Thank you
take it
so
easy.
much for your thoughts, man. And if you want to stick around, I might bring you in with the panel later. Thanks.
All right, thanks.
All right, guys. The lines are still open if someone wants to join. It's a Sunday. We can have some nice conversations. Do join the stream and let's talk. Whoever wants to join next. Dorgu played his first match at right wing back. Half the fan base lost their shit. LOL. Yeah, that's how it works, right? We want to be reactionary. Cunha, Mountain, Bryan up front, 2-1 United. Outer Signal says salutes. God, I miss the Varane Martinez duo. He shouldn't change our left side even when player goes to AFCON. Yup, agreed. Also, World Cup is coming, so we have World Cup Shaw at the minute. Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings, man. He doesn't deserve to get dropped. Wouldn't want to rush Martinez too much as well. Yep, agreed. We're gonna need pace in the defense for sure in this game. Yeah, we're gonna have pace. Like I guess our slowest center backs are out because of injury, right? Rishi says, dude, how bad are Spurs? Yo, we have the OG Joel back today. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. What about you? Yeah.
Where'd you go, man? We were worried for your safety.
I never left. No, I was just busy these days, and yeah.
Okay.
But I've been doing.
How we
good.
doing, man? How we doing? It's been like 6 weeks maybe since the last time you were on stream. Maybe
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah. I mean, I was still watching United, but yeah, been watching a little bit less football, I guess. But yeah. I think we're still we're still doing good. I think, even though like some fans get upset when we draw or lose, but
Oh, we're still, let me see, even though we've played one game less. Let me look at the expected points table. Hold on. Where the hell is United? We are still fourth, even though we've played one game less. Or fifth, sorry.
I was thinking about that like the other week. Like if with a little bit more luck, or if we had Lamans like for the whole season, let's say,
Yeah.
we have 5 or 6 more points easily.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
uh,
We probably don't lose to Fulham. Sorry, we
Yeah.
probably don't draw against Fulham. And we probably draw against Arsenal. So that's 3
Yeah.
points right there, right?
there you go.
Yeah.
Fulham and so and yeah, I think we're still on track, and I believe that we can win tomorrow for sure.
Yeah. What is how do you feel about Lomans as a Belgian yourself?
I mean, he's doing just the regular stuff, and then he's been doing good. And I was also like recently also like watching one of your videos, and you guys were talking about Sadiki.
Yeah.
And him again, like what he's doing, because he also comes from the Belgian competition. I'm not so surprised. Like he's just a very good player.
Yeah. Not as good as on the ball as I would like him to be yet,
Yeah.
but he's also only 20 years old.
True, but he brings power. Like he is. It seems like he's made from the Premier League, and it's surprising. I thought like he could play on that level, but then the fact that he's playing every week for a club as Sunderland is
Yeah,
very
because he's played for Anderlecht and Union Saint-Gilloise, right?
yeah.
Rishi says Andy and I were thinking of you the other day. We were offline. We were talking about like,
Okay.
who we haven't seen in a while, and your name came up.
Yeah.
So nice to see you.
Okay, sure. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, no, I'm still a United fan, and I still love watching them. And yeah, like I am still excited for what it's coming. I would say, like we can do stuff. Let's say this season for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, for sure. Vinny, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. And yourself?
Very good. You know what? So Rishi and I offline. Speaking of things we discussed offline, we were looking at in yesterday's stream. If you go to 1 hour 37 minutes and 30 seconds specifically, we were talking about managers and Ruben Amorim. I think Ryan said that Ruben Amorim realized very early that actually the storm is coming and all that we discussed, and then.
Mhm.
Nelson said, which other manager also realized very early? He said Eric Ten Hag. And then you should go see Vinny's reaction when he brings up Ten Hag. It's hilarious. He's just dying. It's so funny. You guys gotta go watch it. But yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Just that final loss today, but then
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Who did
yeah,
they
we
lose
lost
to?
against we lost against Ajax.
Oh,
one of
2-0. Okay.
one of the worst Ajax teams, arguably. But then,
Okay. So are we Van Persie out? What are we doing?
well, he needs to sit up. Actually,
Yeah.
he needs to sit
What
up.
is let me see the standings right now. Okay, Feyenoord is second.
Yeah, but PSV is far rich and gone. Actually,
Yeah. So if you guys had won today, you would still be. Wait, how many teams in the Eredivisie? It's 18 teams, right? So does that
have
it's
18
34
teams, yeah.
games?
Yeah,
34
we have
games,
to.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're halfway through the season, almost.
Yes, we are. And
Yeah.
as it stands, PSV is the runaway league leaders. Actually, to be honest, their quality is far above everyone in the team. They have Perisic playing for them, right? Ivan Perisic playing in the Dutch league. They have this lad from Parma,
Yo, who's this Ueda guy who plays for Feyenoord? 18
Ayase
goals?
Ueda. Yeah, he's not good enough.
Jeez.
Not good enough.
But
It's the Dutch league, man. Come on.
But still, man, like he's got 7 goals more than anybody else.
But do you know the guy who do you know the second guy on the top scorers chart?
Goose Till.
He's a midfielder.
Yeah. Or is it Gus Till or Goose Till? I
Good
get it
still,
wrong.
yeah. Still, yeah.
But-
That's correct.
is he that good? Like, can you play at a high level, like in the Premier League or
Which
something?
one?
Ueda or
Ueda.
Till?
No,
Good skill?
good
Because I
still.
think, yeah, because when I see
You
him play,
remember this Van de Beek?
yeah, I know.
He's that type of 10,
Okay,
but with
Okay.
more sometimes I want to speak Dutch.
I don't understand that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
He's
I'm
from Belgium.
Okay, with more loopvermogen.
Okay,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what's it called?
Yeah, it's difficult to
Energy, creativity.
energy. Yeah,
Energy,
yeah, exactly.
Okay, energy is pretty easy, guys. Come on, you guys can speak English also.
Stamina is the word that he's looking for.
Stamina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, he's good. But
Wait, so you guys must speak German also then, right? Or maybe understand? No?
Similar, but different language.
Yeah.
A bit similar.
I know in Switzerland they speak a lot of German.
yeah, but yeah, there are many good players in the Dutch competition, and
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This the twin brother of Timber at Arsenal.
oh yeah, he's good too.
Quentin.
Yeah,
He's a
Quinton
very good
Timber, yeah,
midfielder.
he's a midfielder, right?
Yeah, a
he's
very
good.
nice box to box midfield, but he's just a bit injury prone.
Yeah, we don't need that. Like, we have to. I think I was recently thinking about that too. Like, I'm happy that we have way less of that these days, because there was a time that we had a lot of injury prone players at United. But yeah, like now we have way less of that, and Luke Shaw is more fit. Mount is way more fit. Hopefully Martinez can be more fit, and yeah, like it shouldn't be like
Yeah.
we don't need unfit players. Like really.
Yeah. Oh, so Brentford Leeds finished 1-1.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
Well,
now it's just us and Bournemouth who have to play their game.
Yeah. We have
So
to
it's
go
pretty
on
much a lock-in. I think even if we draw tomorrow, at worst we are 6th because our goal difference is still better than Liverpool and Sunderland.
Yeah.
We have to go on that 28, man. That 28, we need to hit it tomorrow.
Yeah,
I
agree.
We need to hit that 28.
We can, because like Bournemouth is not as good as last year, right? Or the year before. Like they're
not even as good as the first 7 games of the season.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it's like
They're still on 20 points, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
They started the season very well, but has been fading actually of late.
Yeah.
Their manager was just, quizzed, and he was talking about his love for playing at Old Trafford, wanting to coach at Old Trafford. And I think, Andy, you made that point yesterday, that he's the kind of guy who cares much more about his career than the
who.
Also, this guy Iraola.
Oh yeah,
Bournemouth coach. No, because you see how Vincent Kompany got Burnley relegated, and that got him the Bayern job, right? So it's like if you play a certain style of play, and Bournemouth isn't going to get relegated, and I think he looks at the squad and he says they're not going to be top 4 either. They're not consistent enough, right? So what's the harm in playing the style of football? And here's the benefit. The payoff of playing the style of football he wants to play is there's a chance that playing that way, we just get battered, right? Because they play so high press, so direct. So if we don't come out with the same intensity and we're like, shocked, right? Because they score 2 quick goals or something like that, then we can get battered by that style of football. But it's like a high risk, high reward type of strategy, right? So there's he's in a no lose situation, because if he comes and plays this style of football and we end up winning the game, well, it's United at Old Trafford, we haven't been in good form, the excuses are already there. Whereas if he wins, it's like amazing, right? Like he's done something that nobody expected, and United are supposed to be the on form team, and blah blah blah. So yeah, it's I think after the first 9 games, sorry Vinny, just quickly.
Yeah, it's fine.
After the first 9 games of the season, they were 2nd in the table.
Yeah, exactly.
Bournemouth, right?
Yeah.
Let me just pull this up right here.
Yeah.
You guys want to see this? This is 9 games of the season. Bournemouth were 2nd on the table with 18 points. And for expected points, they were actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. Right? So they were overperforming their expected points after 9 games. But now if you look at them since then, so October 28th, let's find the start date here. Right there. Since October 28th, you don't even see them in the first 14.
Yeah.
All right. They're literally 18th best after the first 9 games. And if you look at expected points, where are they? They're mid-table, like 11th or something like that.
So they kind of are.
So this is a team that's tailed off significantly. And in that same period, I'd done this for my preview video, so I'm not going to go through it again. But the same period, United are essentially the 4th best team in the league and 4th for expected points. Right? So at some point, we have to be like, we are better than them. We have been playing better than them.
Yeah.
Let's just go win this game. And that's why I was like, I'm actually confident that we can go win this and keep a clean sheet, because they haven't been scoring goals. Like Semenyo hasn't scored in 10 games for club and country.
Well, same thing as with Wolves.
On the coach bit, right? Not long ago, that Andoni was actually linked to the Old Trafford job.
Oh, he still is. There's still people who are out that want Iraola. Yeah, absolutely. The people in the fan base, they want him.
Even at 15th?
Yeah.
He's not 15th.
The thing is just that some fans just want something different. And it's like what you said before about like the high risk, high reward type of coach. Like I rather, like, even though like how Arsenal are playing, they're most of the time Arteta seems like the type of coach that if he wins every game with 1-0, he's like, he's the best.
Okay. Yeah.
It's great. And like if I was a fan, I don't want to see that. Like scoring from set pieces and stuff like that. I'm sorry, but I really don't want to see that. Like even if we lose here and there, like sure, and
Joel, they beat Wolves with 2 own goals.
thank
And
you.
That
one
was
of the
what I
Yeah,
own
was about to
goals,
say.
one of the own goals was a set piece as well.
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you imagine?
Like
Uh,
I cannot imagine like even like going to the stadium and seeing that. No, like I can't do that.
you know
Um,
what the problem is, Joel? It's also the fact that I think the Arsenal players, they
yeah,
also don't believe that they can win the league like this.
yeah,
Because they're going into games wondering, oh my God, there's so much pressure on the set piece. If we don't score from this, we're not getting a goal from open play.
yeah,
You know, whereas the best teams do everything right. They
Yeah.
do open play well, they do set pieces well, and Arteta, for me, it's all up here, man. He's too scared.
it's
He
scary.
Yeah.
needs
Yeah,
to just,
Yeah.
yeah, he needs to open up his body language, open up his mind to say, you know what, you know, f this, like we're not scared of anybody. Wolves
yeah,
are the one of the worst Premier League teams in history. Let's
Yeah.
just go batter them, right? Like
yeah,
win 7-0 or something crazy and show the world, like, you know, we mean business.
yeah, yeah. Like that style of play, and also like just this how he starts the game. Like he literally like he started this game with 2 6s. Like the fact that Zubamendi and Rice were playing, and
Right.
he's very conservative, like with the way that he's playing, and I am not a fan of that. And I think also just in general, in long term, I don't think you win the league like that. Like, yes, your defense is good, but like you need goals also. Like the fact that Jokeres is not scoring, yes, like their midfielder Marino, like yeah, he comes up with goals and stuff like that, but that's not enough. Trossard is really good. I always thought
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
deserved to play on that level, but
I think he's the most dangerous forward.
yeah,
Trossard.
he is, but then
He's
at the same time,
terrific than all of them.
You know,
yeah,
Trossard actually reminds me a lot of when Jota went from Wolves to Liverpool.
Yeah.
You know, and you know,
Yeah.
rest in peace. Obviously, I always liked the way he played because, you know, also on FIFA, like 5-star weak foot, right?
yes, yes.
Could score left foot, right foot, and very good player. We just have a new member, guys. County Man 100. Welcome to the first team. Thank you for joining the members club, man. Welcome. And yeah, members only video coming out later today, so do check that out. But what's it called? Yeah, so it reminds me a lot of that, right? They got Trossard for such cheap money, and in terms of value for money signings, he must be one of the best in the
Yes.
last 5 years. They paid
Yeah.
like 20 something million for him, and he
20
always
20
comes in
million.
clutch for them, like off the bench, always there to score. In fact, he's been better value for them than even Jesus or what's Zinchenko? Like, where's Zinchenko? Zinchenko's just gone off the face of the earth. Yeah, Gyökeres as well.
I heard today he's at Nottingham. I thought he was at still at
Zinchenko?
Arsenal. Yeah, he's at.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, you're right.
Today. Yeah,
He doesn't play for them
he went
either.
under the radar.
Zinchenko.
Is-
Yeah, still not more under the radar than Mudryk though. People
Yeah,
stop talking about Mudryk, bro. He's like
Yeah,
trying for the Olympics
Yeah,
team
yeah.
now.
True. No, but yeah, like Trossard, like it's been years. I think he took too long playing at Brighton. Like he could have been picked up way earlier because he had the level for a long time. But now I think he's 29 or 30 already. So I don't think he's also, I think in general, like he's not like the type of player that will score you 25 goals. Like 15 or maybe reach 20, but he like if he's your top scorer of your team, that's not a good sign, I think.
Wait, Trossard's their top scorer right now?
No, I think he is. He or very
What?
close by. I think
No
so.
way.
Let me check. Arsenal.
Arsenal stats. This
I think he should be.
Oh yeah, so they have Saka, Gyökeres, Eze, and Trossard all on 4 goals.
Wait, how many
4
goals?
goals?
Has?
4 only?
Yeah. Yeah, 4. The
What?
top scorer is 4 goals. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Demented Soul says, "Is Andy from Canada?" Yes, I am. Uh,
Okay.
and Man City were always going to be a problem this season. I think they win the league. No, you know what? I felt this way before City lost to Villa a few weeks back.
Me
I
too.
thought that City was going to win the league, but then City have been so inconsistent as well. I
Yeah.
think it's hard to say whether City has been inconsistent or the league has just been way more competitive this year. I think it's more that it's more competitive, right? Because you look at a team like Brentford, they are still, I'm pretty sure, on expected points like way higher than they should be on the table. Let me see. See,
Mhm.
Brentford are 15th, but they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
They're
6,
14th.
7, 8th.
14th.
No, 15th after the game finished.
Oh,
Oh,
They
they are
yeah,
14th
if you
here.
refresh, there it says. Oh, actually, never mind, never mind. I still have. I'm looking at understat.
Yeah, they are 14th with 20 points. So it's Fulham.
Uh, yeah,
Fulham
they are 14th.
is,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
You're right. So if I look at Brentford right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're seventh for expected points, but they're 14th on the table. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? So even a team like Brentford is a team that you play against, and you're like, damn, we could actually lose this game.
Mhm.
And so it's never been more competitive than it has like in previous seasons. And so that's why I think it's hard to say that City will definitely come through. It's obviously I'm not going to put my money on Aston Villa like overperforming expected points for a whole season.
No.
At some point, like they're not a team. You look at that squad. This is not a team that should win 10 games in a row. I think that's what they've just done, right? 9 or 10 games in a row.
9 in a row and wait,
Yeah.
one draw. But that's crazy. I mean, it's crazy what they're doing because with that squad, like it's yeah, like Emery has always been that type of coach that's been overperforming with his teams, right? Like it's always been doing that. Like
Yeah.
he reached Champions League with that team, like with barely transfers, right? With Jadon Sancho and
Yeah.
whoever that they got.
I honestly think the team that is top of the league after 25 games, so like 9 more games, that's
Mhm.
probably the team that wins this year. Is my
Mm.
guess. Because right now it's too early to tell. Like we could also have a situation where in 9 games from now Arsenal is like third. Would anybody be surprised if
I,
Arsenal is third after the next 9 games? No,
I wouldn't be.
because that's just how it seems right now. We have
Yeah.
Rishi joining us. Rishi, how's your back doing, bro?
Hey, better, dude, better after, yeah, I'll just need another day or so to recover fully, and then I can join everyone live on the streams.
Go ahead.
Uh, yeah, so good to see you, Joel. Happy you're here,
Hi.
and hope that everything's well on your side and that you can keep coming on the lives and being like a regular member of the community.
Yeah, probably. I'll try to do it more. But yeah. Um, yeah. What were we saying? Yeah, Philip.
Vinny. Okay. Yeah, we're just
I
talking about
just,
the. Yeah, go for it.
yeah, Andy, I'm looking at the results today, and it's just such an incredible competition, dude, because everything is up and down. Sunderland won against Newcastle. I thought at best they would get a draw, but
Is
they
it Rishi
fought,
talking?
man. They fought hard.
Mhm.
Is it Rishi?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Rishi.
yeah. Vinny, can you
Oh,
hear me?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. It
Yeah.
We
sounds
don't have any
different.
So
names
I,
right now, so
It
I'll put the
sounds
names.
different.
oh, okay. Maybe because I'm lying down today, not
Ah,
sitting
okay,
up
okay.
straight.
No,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
because Nelson isn't here talking about 4-2-3-1.
And there's no discussions on Mount, so
Yeah, there's
I'm
no
preserving
discussion
my
on Mount.
energy for the Mount discussion.
Yeah,
What's wrong
So
with
yeah,
Mark?
like I was saying,
everything according to Rishi.
everything according to me, yes. So
Okay.
yeah, like I was saying, Sunderland and Newcastle, that was a tough game, but you just know that when we face Newcastle, that is again a 50-50 game. You can't really predict that, right?
Mhm.
Um, Aston Villa again scamming their way to 3 goals from point 0.6 xg. I mean, that was such a ridiculous game, dude. But you know what? I don't know if you guys saw the first goal that West Ham scored. Villa
Yeah.
were basically trying to be prime Barcelona or prime Man City. Okay, they were trying to center backs were trying to pass the ball out from the back, and the West Ham player just nicked the ball off of Konza, if I'm not wrong. Ezri Konza was the center back, and these are the mistakes that a team can capitalize on. But at the same time, the slightest of sniffs that Villa got, They scored, dude, like that Morgan Rogers goal. That was crazy. Like he scored from nowhere. You know, that was a 0.02 xg chance. Like 1 out of 50 goes in, and these guys have been scoring like 50% of their goals have come from those positions. Uh, so also interesting thing that you guys, I don't know if you noticed, Andy and I have maintained that to get into Europe or to get into Champions League, 66 points might just be enough. Villa have got to halfway there in 16 games. They just need 33 points in 22 games. So you realize they need to get only 1.5 games per points per game,
Points per game, yeah.
and 1.5 points per game, and they probably, just because of this crazy run in the last 11 or 12, 11 games, they have sealed European qualification. I think they are the third team there in Europe, unless there is a generational drop off.
No,
I think Villa have
I
sealed
think
that.
they have just based on how much they're overperforming, right, Rishi? Um, it's also possible that in a 5 to 7 game stretch, all of these 3-2 wins are going against them, and they lose 3-2. And so, because Morgan Rogers, listen, as good as he is, he's in the England squad playing well. He's
Yeah.
not going to turn into Messi for the whole season or Ronaldo for the whole season, right? So these goals that are going in will stop going in at some point. And as Rishi knows this, I'm not saying anything that he doesn't know. But the XG always comes back to collect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Andy, but if you remember, see, I was with you till 3 games ago because it was just 13 games into the season. But now this just the way they're going, I think it is possible to overperform your XG for maybe 30 games also. And maybe in the last 8 games, if you underperform your XG, that might just be enough. The cumulative of the 38 games might be
Mhm.
enough to get you over the line. And XG does come to collect, but we've also discussed this. It works over season to season also. So they might heavily underperform their XG in the next season, because if they maintain the same set of players and the same coach, it is possible that they will underperform next season. So it's all about this season, right? They can do a madness, and I have seen the odd team go and overperform their numbers for majority of a season. And I think, dude, even if they have a bad run of 5 games where they get 2 points, they just need to get 29 points in the next in 17 games after that. I think 17 games and
Rishi,
29 points is not a bad shout.
let me just give you an alternative scenario, okay? So first I
Yeah.
want to share some stats that can help everybody understand how historically overperforming Aston Villa actually are, okay? They have 19.4 xg and they've scored 25 goals from that, right? So that you can look at and say, okay, they're scoring
That's a
from outside
33,
the box.
33% overperformance.
Yeah, they're okay, they're taking shots from outside the box. They're, historically good long shot team, whatever, okay? But then you look at their expected goals against. They have 23.5 expected goals against, and they've only conceded 17 goals. So they not only have they scored almost 6 goals than they should have, they have also conceded 6.5 goals less than they should have. So
Mhm.
that's a whatever 11 goal difference swing that's
Mhm.
going in their favor that shouldn't be going in their favor. I would understand if there was a team that was just overperforming on one of those two and trying to
Yeah.
sustain that, but on both ways, like that's what I'm talking about. I don't think that part is sustainable. Second thing, Rishi, we spoke about before, the Arsenal, the first season that Arsenal went up against City. Remember, after 19 games, they were on 50 points.
Yes, they were expected points was
And
42 and they were on 50 points.
no, not even that. Not even that. You bring this point up many times as well, and I appreciate you for that because you said after 50 points in the first 19 games, they went the next 19 games winning only 34 points, right?
Yes.
So essentially, their performance in the first half of the season, they only got 68% of that in the
Mhm.
second half of the season. So if I'm looking at Aston Villa now, they're on 33 points from 16 games. Even if we consider the next 16 games and they get 68% of that, that's 22 points. So 22 points plus 33 gets them on 55 points, right? And how many games are left then? Then in the last 6 games, they have to go get 10 points basically to get, or 11 points to get to that 66-point mark. So that's what I'm saying. I think it's possible and on the board that even though they overperform for half of the season, that they revert back to the mean and maybe don't make top four. That's all I'm saying. Top four. They could still make Europe, and finish sixth, which would still be impressive with this team and the squad.
Yeah, that's good.
Andy, now Andy, sorry guys. I just need to qualify that Arsenal start from the 22-23 season again. Andy, they in the first 19 games, their expected points was 42 and they got to 50 points, right? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. So the expected points was 42, they got to 50 points. In the second half of the season, their expected points were 30 and they still got 34 points. So you see that they overperformed even in the second half of the season. Although their underlying numbers drastically fell off, they still overperformed their underlying numbers. Do you hear me? So this trend of overperformance can still continue because their expected points were 72, but they ended up with 84 points. So that is still like a 16% overperformance. So Villa need to do the same thing. They might be overperforming their XG in this stretch, and even in the next stretch of 19 games, they could maybe not overperform by as much as they're doing, but they still need to. They can still just overperform it, right? They can go better than 100%. Like right now, they're going 133%, but they don't need to go like 133% in the second half. That's all I'm saying. That uh, over a season, it is possible to drastically overperform your numbers because that 38 game sample is enough.
So Rishi, the thing I will give you, and there's no argument on this, is points on the board are points on the board, right? So it doesn't matter how much they've over or underperformed so far because the points are the only stat that matters. So moving forward, they could just change their fortunes and from now onward start playing a lot better, start conceding chances better, all that, right? So it literally doesn't matter.
Exactly.
So I do agree. The
also,
best thing is
their board also their board is ambitious. Their board is ambitious. They could sign someone in January. We saw that last January too. They signed Marco Asensio. They signed Rashford. They signed Daniel Malin. Right. So the board is ambitious.
Yeah,
at least more than United's board, from what I've seen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can call them ambitious. Yeah, and they maybe will because I think there is a really big chance. I think that they will get a striker because they really do need a striker. Because Watkins like fell off a cliff like really bad, I would say. Daniel Mala, yes, he scores, but he doesn't score enough, I think. But I think like Villa, like to really be performing, I think they need a scoring striker, and there is a chance that they go and get that in January, I think. Yeah, like they might do.
Yeah, what's to say they don't go and get a Vlahovic or something like that on a 6-month loan.
Vlahovic makes 400,000.
Footy with an edge member.
Yes, let's go. What's her name? Hey, what? That's your daughter, right?
Yeah, that's my daughter.
What's her name?
Emsley.
Emsley? Nice to meet you, Emsley. Is she gonna wave at us if we wave at her? Hello. Yeah, she's waving. Well, she can't hear us because Vinny's got the headphones.
I have that.
Yeah. No problem. She knows she's welcome. She's part of the first team.
She's part of the family.
Yes.
Hey, and yesterday I heard you talking about cricket, and I was like,
"Yeah,
which sports
I'm a cricket fan.
Are you not interested in?"
Well, I know I look Mexican with this mustache, but I'm from India.
Okay.
He asked you which sport are you not interested in?
Which sport am I not interested in?
Golf,
baseball.
maybe.
Baseball. Also golf. Golf much more fun to play than watch. Right. I do like tennis a lot. Like I'll enjoy a good tennis tennis game. And what about you guys, man? Let's hear Joel. What other sports are you interested in other than football?
I only watch football. Yeah,
I am bad. It's only football. It's only
football. Like
you guys don't like I like basketball. Like fourth quarter of a basketball game that's tight. Like that's fun to watch.
I would have played than watch. But then like I don't understand like how people like get into the different sport these days. Like I cannot be asked. Like there's so many people these days that I see like go and start watching F1, let's say.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's pretty popular these days, but I
yeah.
cannot be asked to like.
Especially
We have so many people on.
where you
Joel, you
go,
should
where
join
you
the
are coming
Discord, bro.
from. Verstappen,
You should
right?
join the Discord, Joel. You'll
Oh,
see
okay.
lots of people talking about the other sports.
So yeah,
Um,
but at the same,
yeah.
I'm sorry, but I cannot like split my attention to multiple
Yeah,
things. For me, it's just football.
yeah,
Like
me
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
for me,
even though like
football,
basketball
nothing.
is fun and so, but in F1 I can like
I feel the same way. Like there's a lot of people that watch the women's teams as well, like
yeah
United women's team and all that. I just it's not about male or female. It's just a different team for me, you know? Like
Yeah,
it's
okay.
just a different team that I need to follow. And
Yeah.
I do so much work with this channel just for United. It's like
Uh,
Man United women's team is another team to follow. It's like if I was following both United and Chelsea, you know, which I tried to do on this channel before, like a long time back. But it's
Yeah.
just not possible. You can't do justice to two teams. Like there's so much to talk about just the one team.
I kind of watch them and follow them. Like today, they were playing Spurs, and Spurs were 3-0 up. And at the end of the day, like they did the Spurs thing, and it was 3-3 at the end of the day,
Oh
which
wow.
is very funny.
The women's team you're talking about?
Yeah, the Spurs were 3-0 up. That's funny.
That is so Spursy, dude.
And also, like today, like the way that they went down against Nottingham, like you cannot do that as a football team. Like that's yeah,
3-0? Yeah.
they're so
Dude,
bad.
there were statues inside the box. Like Forest players had all the time in the world. They were absolute statues. Even if you noticed, even when Liverpool were going through that like the roughest patch, right?
Yeah,
Everyone was just frozen inside the box. The players didn't know what they had to do. No one was getting tight on their man, and the
yeah,
ball is just bouncing around. Okay, and people are just standing in the same spot and like looking at where the ball's landing, and the opposition player has all the time in the world.
yeah.
So shocking. No one plays like that against United, for God's sake. Like,
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Everyone
thinking-
turns up against United. You know, Richarlison takes off his shirt against United,
Yeah.
which helps us to be fair. But yeah.
I was thinking about that today. Like, and we drew against that team. They're awful. Like, Frank is leaving. I think he's gonna leave. I think like at some point. Like he's not.
no, he's going to be kicked out. Not he's not going to leave. He's going to be kicked out.
Yeah, it's not the
You guys know
last.
that Dave Chappelle joke where he comes on, he's like, "Oh, somebody was reporting that I was booed off stage." He's like, "I was booed, but I did not leave."
Okay. It might be that. Yeah. Yeah, but he's been like booed constantly and stuff like that, and yeah, like the fans really
Also Tottenham can't help themselves. The fans, right?
feel, yeah,
They can't help themselves. Like anytime they have someone good, like honestly, the fact that they got Conte kicked out of that club, like,
yeah,
he's the biggest winner you have ever had.
yes,
And Mourinho as
Dude,
well.
they kicked out Jose the day before a cup final.
true,
yeah.
yeah. You know what? I was also thinking. I've been thinking about this like this whole season. The fact that they won that Europa League was a blessing in disguise. Like really,
For
like
us or for them?
for
For
them.
us.
Yeah, for us. Sorry, it's for us. Yeah, the fact that we're not.
It was a curse for them. Yeah.
It's a curse for them. Yeah, because now they have bigger expectations and all of that, and it's yeah.
Yeah, and
I
the
mean,
extra
they
money
don't
that
really
they
have
got,
any
who did they spend it
expectations
on?
at all.
No, Rishi, the extra money that they got, who did they spend it on? 60 million on Xavi
There you
Simons.
go.
Xavi Simmons.
There you go.
Xavi Simmons.
Yeah, Xavi Simons and Pavlinha is decent, but Kudus is good also.
I
but
think Chelsea did one of those, you know the memes where it's like a bunch of the guys that are just doing the head nod to each other, right? The bunch of famous actors doing that.
Yeah,
Chelsea
yeah.
did one of those for the rest of the league by going in for Xavi Simmons,
Yeah,
and Tottenham
yeah,
were
yeah.
like, "Take my money,"
Yeah.
you know.
No, but like those, I think that was like constantly like they wanted a player and then they chose for another team. Like this, I think that was happening.
Yeah, that
during
was
this
Spurs.
time,
Yeah,
right?
and Mbumo. They wanted Mbumo.
Yeah,
And Mbumo chose
They were going to
Eze.
sign Eze. They were very close to signing Eze.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he scored a hat trick against them in the North.
Talk about Spursy things, dude. Like, what a banter club, dude. Like, why would anyone choose to be a Spurs fan? I'll never get that. Like once you decide that you're interested in Tottenham, and then people tell you, "Oh, dude, Spurs is like this, Spurs is like that." What are they
Yeah,
going to tell you, dude? They're not going to tell you of any glory. They're going to tell you about bottle jobs. What
yeah.
else is there to share? And you still decide to support this banter club? Oh my god!
No, they have the badge of honor of giving other teams their best players. Like Gareth Bale, Modric,
Yeah, true.
uh, gave us Berbatov, right?
Yeah.
It's true, true, true. I
Dude,
mean,
didn't we get Carrick from Spurs as well?
yes, we did
Yes, we got
18
carried from
million.
Spurs.
I remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but then to be fair, we got Regulon from them, so everything is like cancelled out.
No, but that was like a loan. That was a
it was
6 month
alone, so
loan.
it's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's fine. Yeah,
and we
but,
got not from Spurs, but we got Ericsson, who used to
oh
play for
yeah,
Spurs. He arguably
yeah.
Yeah.
played better for us and did more. He win his first
We
trophy in England with us.
That's
yes,
impossible.
the
Yes,
League Cup. Yeah, yeah.
did you
Yeah,
In a
believe it?
competition which ended his season, he
Yeah,
won his first trophy with us.
yeah.
yeah.
And
Spurs are
even Sheringham, dude, Sheringham is like a club legend at Spurs, but he won a treble with us.
there. You go. Oh, Spurs.
Like he got more from the bench with United than he did with Spurs.
No, he got the golden boot with yeah. I mean, in terms of competition glory, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
in
but
terms of competition
yeah,
glory. Well,
yeah,
wasn't it
yeah.
with Blackburn or something that he won the Golden Boot?
No,
Or
I
did
think
he
it
win
was with Spurs.
Teddy Sheringham Golden Boot? Let's look this up. Scoring 22 goals for Nottingham Forest and Tottenham Hotspur combined, apparently.
Yeah,
He
but
must have moved in the
the
middle of the season.
Forest was just one goal. And they didn't have like a transfer window back in those days. Like you could transfer anytime.
Mm.
Ah,
So yeah, yeah. Even we got Cantona in November of that first season, November
Yeah.
1992.
RJ says, would you take Vinny for right wing back? I think I would take Vinny on screen right now. Just talking to us.
I think he's putting his daughter to bed or something.
Yeah.
for a
Stepping
second,
into
I
his
thought
kid.
we were talking about Vinny Junior.
It is Vinny Jr. I just made the.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just
yeah.
looked there. He's talking about Vinny
Dude,
Jr. There's a
I,
comment on
I
screen.
wouldn't I wouldn't I wouldn't let Vinny Jr. within a mile of Old Trafford, dude. I will
yeah,
not take
me
him at
too.
all.
Even
Like,
even if we're playing them in the Champions League next year.
Yeah.
because I saw him play against City, and I was like, no, that's not the one.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. If we get him for a reasonable wage, I don't even care about the price. Even if he's like a 80 million euro player, if we get him
Yeah.
on a reasonable wage, I would love Rodrigo, dude.
No, because that's also he scored his first goal in like
25 games or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
30.
but they don't play him regularly, dude. Like his rhythm is completely messed up. Uh, I've seen what Rodrigo is capable of. He's a clutch player. He's delivered on the biggest stage. And for me, if he's on the same money as Mbomo, Cunha, or maybe like even Mount for that matter, like a 250K salary, and he
Mhm,
costs like 70 million pounds, I think
mhm,
he's a brilliant player for the next 5 years. He will give us a lot of experience in European competitions because let's remember, Mbomo and Cunha, as good as they are, they don't have that experience of playing a Champions League quarterfinal or a semi-final. And I'm not saying that we are going to be that club in the next season, but hopefully, if not 26, 27, then 27, 28. After a couple of years in the Champions League, if we do get to that stage, Rodrigo is going to be invaluable. Like I would absolutely have him. He's got great movement, great
So
yeah,
finishing,
yeah.
and humble. He looks like a humble kid.
and he
So
played striker I think a few times also. So
he's
Yeah,
very
yeah, he
versatile.
can. Yeah,
Rishi. Here's the thing though with Rodrigo, he already has. I think he's just 24. Yeah, he's 24, and he's already played 16,000 minutes for Real Madrid in all competitions. He
okay,
has a pretty good injury record in terms of playing, like being available for every single game.
yeah.
And let's see, last year he played 4, 14, 18, 21, 50. No, hold on. Last year he played 35 plus 12, 47, 50, 51. He played 51 games last year, and most seasons he plays 50 games plus. The
Yeah.
only thing I'd be concerned about is what if he comes here and starts getting injured?
Yes. Yes.
Because there's a lot of these Real Madrid players, man. They have tons of minutes in their legs, and that's why
Mhm.
Varane was dead on his feet when he came here. Casemiro,
Yes.
they came here at older
I
ages. I
mean,
get it,
dude,
but Rodrigo's also
dude,
been
but
playing since he was like,
In Varane's case, he was always like a 35 to 40 game a season player, and
Yeah.
that's the player we got.
Mhm.
That's exactly the player we got. So in Varane's case, he was also 28. He was like in his prime. I
Yeah.
don't think dealing with the physicality was a problem for him, or dealing with the pace was also a problem for him. And Varane was a very good passer too. So like he would have done very well in this system as a central centre back. But anyway, I think Rodrigo, fair enough if you see the trend of these Madrid players, because they're quick moving players, right? So in the Premier League they get very less time, and
Mhm.
if they don't adapt quickly, they could get injured just by impact and contact injuries, right? So
yeah, because you like
that is a valid concern.
someone like Tarkovsky, right? I feel the same problem for Vinny as I do for Rodrigo. You could just have some, bangs straight away that, an elbow into a rib or like your spine somewhere, and you're just like injury prone.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like instantly. And like
Yeah,
if you look at the Premier League wingers that have survived, they need the big bunda. And I think
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
problem
Sure.
is Rodrigo doesn't have the big bunda. Vinny
No.
doesn't have the big bunda. You see Mbumo, he's got the biggest bunda there
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So even
and
Hazard, right?
Gundo.
Hazard was yeah, even Hazard was like low center of gravity, like bigger lower body, right? So
Yeah.
you need those types of players to succeed in the Premier League, or you can make up for it also by having a big upper body as well. But these guys have neither. They're very like quick, nimble, like electric type players.
Yeah.
That could get screwed.
But
Yeah,
I
Sean,
think
Vinny has one goal, but they also blame Jabi Alonso for that, which I think is such bullshit. Um,
yeah, because like if you look at Real Madrid, like are they really like a good team? Because I don't think they are. Like they don't really. It seems like they don't really do what the coach here is saying. Like they're just like when I saw them, like here and there, I'll watch them, and but specifically also like against City. It seems like they want to play counter-attacking football, but then it just doesn't work out. Um, yeah, and yeah, like their midfielders are like very hardworking and so, but I feel like the attack, like without Mbappe, like there is nothing there. Like that's how it
mhm,
seems.
yeah,
Um,
Guys, can I say something actually? Just
yeah. Please, Vinny.
a
By the way,
different
some people wanted you. Some people wanted you to play right wing back for us.
okay.
Yeah, he said he plays DM, so we
No.
can't do that, guys. Also, we can't afford Vinny's wages.
Yeah.
Well, I think I have a big bunda for a right wing back, so that would be
How is your cross? How is your cross?
my cross is
Better
also
than
not there.
Dallo.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you need
yeah,
a good
way better
cross.
than Dalo. But then I think maybe the football IQ is what will actually.
No, like just if you can run and cross, we'll take you because that's been way like I'm sorry, but like I mean,
Yeah, because we have a guy who can only run and can't cross, and he's making 85 grand a week. So
but he cannot. Wait, who can cross? Who do we have that
Dallo,
can
he's saying
cross?
he can't.
Ra-
He can
Da-
only
Yeah,
run. He can't
he
cross.
cannot cross. Just
he can only run, he can't cross.
You guys
yeah,
see
my
that meme of the United players crossing the street and Dallo's at the front, and it's like the only time Dallo will look before crossing this season.
yeah.
I
Like
have
it's been such a long time since we had a wing, just a but like a wing back or a player that can
Guys,
cross.
I have a question for everyone here.
Uh-huh.
Um, it's we spoke about Villa and how their board is ambitious, and they'll do stuff like buy the women's team and buy a hotel and a parking lot or whatever, and they'll get in the players even if it's on loan. They will get the players in so that they have a good chance of qualifying for Europe and getting to the Champions League, right? And our owners have not really shown that level of ambition, despite the fact that we probably need more reinforcement than Villa do. So I theorize that we were just talking about this on the Discord, and I said that I think we'll get only one signing in January if we are lucky. And
Mhm.
even that one signing might be a DM. Although
Mm.
you could argue that we need a left wing back and a DM to guarantee like a top four or a top five spot. So,
Mhm.
what do you think we need if it's just one player? Who is the one you go for? And yeah, what do you think the board will do?
Joel, you want to take this first?
I want a DM, like someone that can replace Casemiro, because like someone like Ugarte is he should not be playing because he's just a huge drop off from what we have, I think. And Mainu is not like defensive enough, I would say, and strong enough and mobile enough, I guess. But yeah, so I would say number 6. But I don't know who.
I think we can actually scale through this season with Casemiro and the options that we have, because clearly it's to qualify for Europe, right? And I think these midfielders that we have, at least maybe 6, 7, 8, even fifth position should be gettable, right? But for me, I'm looking at the AFCON and how we are going to miss what's the name of the guy? Mbumo and Ahmad. Right. So for me, I'll look to either replace or buy a player to replace one of them, or I'll get a left wing back or a left midfielder, right? Who can actually, I who can actually do better than what Dogu does, in that position. So
Interesting. So, two opposing views from Joel and Vinny. Joel thinks that we need a DM to replace Casemiro, and Vinny thinks that we can get by with the existing midfield, but we actually need a better left wing back who can cross. And the funny thing is, our squad is so disjointed that both of you are right. I can't really say that. I can't really say that no, Vinny is 100% or Joel's 100%. I'm torn 50-50 on this dude. So that's why I'm interested to see what the others have to say. Hi, Auto Signal. What's up?
Hey, Rishi, Andy, Joel, Vinny, Avon. Hi, everybody. Hope everyone is good. Um, I tend to agree with us needing a defensive midfielder more. I just think that if you look at it as the way the squad stands now, an injury to Casemiro to me seems to just destabilize our whole midfield. Ugarte is so far off it at the moment. I think he's probably done as a United player.
don't you think that he needs game time to actually get into rhythm?
Yeah, honestly, Vinny, in general, I would agree with you. But Ugarte, he keeps getting chances, and it's now been. I'm trying to think the last time I saw an Ugarte performance that I was thought was that's a good performance that like actually contributed something or changed something. It's been honestly maybe like a
You are
year.
muted, Andy. You are muted, Andy.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe in preseason when he played with Mainu in one of the games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
The Everton game.
Does
There
that
was a
count?
game in preseason. Yeah, it's preseason. So yeah.
Does that count?
It was a game. So
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah,
you
if
know how
Casemiro
they
gets-
say about Raheem Sterling, he's one of the players in the Premier League. Not the best, just one of the players. Yes, that was one of the
Yeah, stoppable on his day.
Yeah. If Casemiro gets injured, I don't know what our midfield really looks like. I do believe that maybe Kobe can perhaps step up there, but it's a long shot. Whereas
not-
on the left wing back, I know everyone's kind of down on Dogu, and yeah, his final ball is pretty nasty. But like Dogu goes, and then like Dallow's our only option. And Dallow's looked decent lately, but he's quite inconsistent, especially at left wing back. Doesn't always overlap well. I think for my money, I would go for a DM first.
I feel maybe I retract my statement, like not a DM, but like an 8, like someone
Yeah.
like Tonali. Like Tonali, he can defend, he can go forward. Like
More
Bruno
box to
Guimaraes.
box.
Joel, what do you think about Ederson from Atlanta?
Yeah, sure, good option. Like I think he can do everything.
Yeah,
And that's what I
Sean?
want.
Sean keeps on coming on and off.
Sean's trying to make some money for his Erewhon habits, guys.
But Sean,
He's driving customers around and talking about United.
Okay.
He's gonna get some bad reviews.
But yeah,
I
and Edison
wanted to
Taiwo is
also
a
bring
great
something
choice.
up that I have seen the past couple of days. I know maybe I don't know if this is the right platform to address this, but I've seen that it's getting personal in terms of people comparing Casemiro and Maino.
Casemiro
The,
and who? Menu?
yeah, the Maino defenders, the
Yeah,
people
yeah.
who are
Paul
defending
Scholes,
Maino.
Paul
Yeah,
Scholes, and Nicky Butt
yeah,
on the podcast.
yeah. The people who are defending Maino are kind of attacking people, their personality, they are
Uh,
just, leaving the debate behind and attacking people. You are not English, you are not this, you are this, you are that, you are not a match going fan, you are not a Manchester born and bred. All these kind of arguments are beautiful. And I don't think it's healthy for the fan base.
Yeah. Guys, I think for me, someone gave a shout in the comments about Kevin Shada as a wingback. I think that's a good shout.
The
From
Brentford dude.
Problem is he doesn't have
Brentford, dude.
the Brentford guy, yeah. The problem is he's rapid. He's one of the fastest players in the league. Like he could legitimately go sprint at the Olympics for like Germany. He's that fast.
Mhm.
And he's 24 years old. I think
Can you cross the
I don't
ball?
know his contract is till 2028 and his value on transfermarkt is like 35 million. So if we are looking for somebody that's kind of entering their prime, and looking at a player that Amram can improve, then this guy could be it. The only problem is currently he puts in like no crosses. Right. But he is a type of player. Like if you're talking about Ahmad on the left hand side, this guy is Ahmad on the left hand side, right? Like dribbler, can get to the byline, cut it back, that type of player. It's an
Actually,
interesting shout.
I have followed Shada for a bit, right? He was a striker and then became a second striker. So I'm quite a bit surprised uh,
Yeah.
regarding the shout of him being a wing back, right? Of
Well,
course,
so the wing back
he
in
is
our
Yeah.
in
rapid.
this system plays as a winger, right? And for Brentford, he has played as a striker, but Brentford also he's getting paid £10,000 a week, right? They also don't have like an embarrassment of riches to select from, so they do play him at striker, but he can play on the wing. And the thing with Shada is, if you're saying you've been following him for a while and you're not sure, that is completely fair because he hasn't been good for a long time. And then recently, like last season and this season, is when he really like stepped up a bit more. So if I look at his last 365 days stats, he is in the 99th percentile for attacking midfielders or wingers winning aerial duels, right? Because he's 6 foot tall. He's got very good like physicality. He doesn't have much elsewhere, but he's also playing for Brentford, right? And this year as well, you look at his defensive stats; they're elite. He's got what is it, 83rd percentile for interceptions, like decent clearances, and again 99th percentile for aerials won, for attacking midfielders and wingers. So he could be a good shout, and also gives us something on the left hand side as a wingback. But yeah, the only question would be how much money would he cost, right? But anyways, for this January, that's not my shout for this January. I think for me, I do agree that center midfield is the position we need to go for, and I don't think Vinny is wrong for saying left wing back. The reason why I think center midfield over left wing back is because what are the issues we have with Dello right now as the starting left wing back? The issue is his decision making and his consistency, right? What are the issues we have with Casemiro right now? It's his legs or his stamina, right? And his speed across the pitch. And let's be honest, once he gets tired, his decision making becomes horrible, right? For me, I can live with Dallo having the legs and the intensity for 90 minutes, even though he makes bad decisions every now and then. But I can't really live with Casemiro playing 90 minutes when the last 30 minutes of the game he's just like literally a shocking like player, like a guy that
Yeah.
can cost us the game by himself. So that's the only thing I would say. It's like trying to choose between Trump and Hillary Clinton. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to make a decision. And you have to go one way or the other, and then I don't know in this analogy which one is which, but I think the center midfield is the position we need to go with.
Yeah, Andy, that's kind of how I feel. Like basically, the damage to the midfield by Casemiro having to come off, or even if he gets injured, is worse than if like a Dallo or a Dorgu by themselves were to get injured. The team's like floor drops a lot more. So I think that's why I'd agree with you, Andy.
Yeah.
And for
Yeah.
me, I think everyone makes solid points, and I'm completely on board with this. For me, the biggest clincher is that he's willing to pick three different players in the wing back spots, or even four different players in the wing back spots: Dalo, Dorgu, Mazraoui, and Ahmad. But in the center midfield, he's only willing to pick two players, right? That means clearly he does not rate Menu and Ugarte. So we absolutely need to get a third body in there to rotate. I won't even be surprised if we get like an Edison, and in some games he starts with Edison and Casemiro. Uh, that wouldn't surprise me. He's most likely going to start Bruno. He plays every single game, but yeah, I think it's also a possibility. Like early round of the FA Cup, if we get the deal done quickly, maybe he starts like Edison in the middle of the park.
Yeah. In the
For
middle
me,
of the
right?
park.
For me, I think if we have a left winger like we have Ahmad on the right wing, we will become more possessive. That we will be able to actually kind of control games, whereby the
Yeah,
necessity for a midfielder will not be that much, right? In terms of I mean, thinking about the legs of Casemiro and all that, because once we have an Ahmad-like uh, player at the left wing back, keep on attacking, right? So that's more of the reason why I would go for, because guys, it seems our right wing functions, not it seems, our right wing actually functions much more better than our left wing, right? And we have seen that Cunha is also dying to have a player as with that caliber in order to also combine and also play that perfect on that wing, right? So for me, I think that should be a priority. If for Ugarte, I think if he plays one, two, three, maybe three games in a row, maybe he might, right? The word is might. He might maybe kind of have some rhythm back in play, because I don't think, even though he's very shit on the ball, but then he can do a job in terms of the having legs, or the work rate aspect, which we tend to miss from
So essentially, Vinny, you're saying that we don't have the equivalent of an Ugarte to be at left wing back if we go and buy a center midfielder. But you're saying if we buy a left wing back, at least we have an Ugarte.
Yes, exactly.
Mm. See, my problem is the only reason I can't like vehemently disagree with you, like Nelson would say, scandalously disagree with you. It's because Amarim seems to agree with you more than he agrees with us, right? He actually, in the City game, he dropped Casemiro and decided to play Ugarte. Right? We lost we lost 3-0, which tells
True.
you a lot, but he did decide he does think Ugarte is the replacement for Casemiro. And he
But
is a
that game
23-year-old
wasn't bad.
player.
That game wasn't bad at all. I think we had a very good performance. We were just a bit unlucky with the goals we considered against City in
Yeah.
that game, and we were also not clinical
It
up
wasn't
front.
as bad. It wasn't as bad as the 3-0. I agree with
Yeah,
you, but
exactly.
also we
Yeah,
didn't create any chances. The
Yeah.
problem was we didn't create any chances. Like we didn't look defensively as bad as the scoreline predicted. We had defensive mistakes, individual
that was
mistakes.
a game where we would have been lucky to come away with a draw. It wasn't
Yeah.
even like we were unlucky to lose, right? If we
Yeah.
had a if we had hung on to our lives and got a draw, that would have been a lucky point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 Okay,
I
boys. I'm gonna call it a little early today. Because I do need to go make the members video, and my wife is it's a day off for her, so go spend some time with her as well. Reminder for you guys to do the same thing with your significant others, and Vinny can maybe go. What was your daughter's name again? Is it Elmsley?
Emsley.
Emsley,
Emsley.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah,
very
yeah.
British,
It's a very
bold
British
British
name.
name. Yeah,
Yeah.
Said at the same time.
yeah. Is that the inspiration? Is it a British name?
Well, yeah, it's kind of it's a name we found on the internet right nowadays, and it's very rare. Uh,
Yeah.
it has a good
Yeah.
biblical meaning as
Did
well.
did the name Bruno Fernandez come into the mix when you were deciding the name?
Bruno Fernandes. I know.
Bruna, maybe.
Yeah, Bruna or Maguire. You know.
Funny enough, I have a friend who actually named his son after Ronaldo.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
a good.
Oh.
He's named Sui. Is that his
yeah.
name?
His name is Cristiano.
Okay.
All right, all right.
I had a guy who named his daughter Lenezra, and Lenezra backwards is Arsenal. His
Arsenal.
wife didn't find
Yeah,
out
yeah,
Oh,
till
yeah.
really?
till 6 months
Oh,
later.
dude.
Wait, is this for real? Because this is a meme that I've heard online. Are you being for real?
I saw it presented as if it was a real person, but let me check. I'll post it in the Discord if I find it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it is real.
Right. Okay. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching so much, man. You guys are all legends for joining me on a Sunday as well. Really enjoyed the chat. Joel, nice to see you again. Rishi, hope you feel better soon. Outer Signal, pleasure as always. Vinny,
Yeah.
say hi to your daughter again. And maybe middle name can be Bruno. We could give her the Bruno title, something, or Bruna. Let's make it gender appropriate.
Or probably Paul Scholes.
Paul Scholes.
Yeah,
yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Anyways, Paul Scholes, the player, not the pundit.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. The player, not the fan.
Middle name is player Paul Scholes.
Legend Paul Scholes, not talk shit Paul Scholes.
Yeah.
All right, cool guys. Thank you so much. Members only video will be out today. I will make sure my wife is okay with it before I do it, but I'm pretty sure she'll be okay with it. And we'll see you again tomorrow for the game time. Okay, so tomorrow, by the way, I am gonna skip the 1 p.m. stream because we have the game starting at 3 p.m. Otherwise, I'll be live for 6 hours again, and that's not good for my body. So I'll just stick to the 4.5 hours. I think that's enough of me with this Prohibition era mustache trying to sell some bootleg alcohol. But anyways, thank you guys so much.